I would do a requested video. Sweet Paula requested this. Her name's just Paula, but I think she's very sweet. She requested that I talk about my current favorite perfumes, and I don't know why. I'm just totally at home starting a video without a lip product on. Now that we're looking like a normal YouTuber again, I thought we would talk about my current favorite perfumes. Thank you, Paula, for the inspiration. If you are interested in this video, give it a thumbs up. I would love to hear about it. If you have different favorites than me or similar favorites, either way, I'd love to hear your thoughts down below. I apologize if some of these are repeats from there. I don't have a constantly expanding budget, so you know, perfumes are one of those pricey parts of life. I, on an everyday basis, normally wear Lancôme La Vie est Belle. Please forgive my pronunciation if I am incorrect. I wouldn't be surprised. This is my favorite perfume. I will insert pictures of all of these as I'm talking about them so you kind of get an idea. It layers very well over my daily body cream. It's a very light and sweet scent on my chemistry, and I find that I get compliments on it a lot. It's very unoffensive to other people. It just really jives with my chemistry well. It does smell different on me than it does just on a piece of paper, so if you don't care for it, it doesn't mean you'll be repulsed by me necessarily. I've never gotten a complaint about my perfume. I have had other perfumes that were stronger that other people either did or didn't like. One that I don't currently own that I wish I did if I could find it anywhere is one that's a beautiful fragrance for spring and summer. I loved wearing this when I worked at Sephora. My Sephora did carry this. It's no longer carried by Sephora. I'm so upset. I should have gotten it while I worked there. This is by Balenciaga. It's called Rosa Botanica. It's a very unusual fragrance. I can't remember all of the notes, but I do remember some florals, including rose, cedar, some weird things. On me, I really enjoy this fragrance. It turns almost a citrusy scent, which I find so cool because I normally cannot wear those scents. Normally they start to smell really musky and bizarre on me, and it just doesn't do well with my chemistry. But I do really enjoy this fragrance. If I can get my hands on it again, it will be mine. This one is really beautiful. It's one of those kind of heavier scents. It's pretty out there, so maybe don't wear it around more sensitive folks, or just do it really lightly. If you are familiar with it or own it, I would love to hear from you down below. Another favorite of mine that I really enjoy in the fall and winter, but as I've mentioned, it can be kind of all over the place in the spring, and yesterday it was 80 degrees and today it's like in the 50s and we're having like 50-mile-an-hour winds. So I think it's appropriate for spring as well, and it's kind of bipolar weather, but this is the Atelier Cologne Cedar Atlas. It's a unisex fragrance and I really enjoy it. It smells strongly of cedar and a little bit of like fresh citrus, which is the Sicilian lemon, I believe, that's in that description. I love this fragrance. It's very fresh, but it's very festive. I adore it. I truly think that it's fitting for almost any occasion. I don't like it so much in the really warm months. It just doesn't smell the same to me. This fragrance is just to die for. If you've not smelled it, I would encourage you to try it out at Sephora, or maybe Nordstrom has it. I'm not entirely sure. If you don't care for it, you might care for its kind of counterpart, or at least in my mind, its counterpart, which is the one that's similar to it. It's in a turquoise packaging as opposed to the blue, and it's something to do with fig. I cannot pronounce the name, but I'll insert a picture of that as well for you so you can kind of see the two. Essentially, that one I didn't care for as much, and other people that I worked with in that same industry, we found as a collective brain that either you liked one or you liked the other, which I thought was really interesting because they're not exactly like a dichotomy, but I found that to be true. So if you don't care for the cedar one, you might care for the fig one. They're very different. I don't care for the fig one personally, but I found that to be a really interesting tidbit. So let me know if you experiment with that. I would love to hear your outcomes. You know, no other fragrances come to mind except one that is discontinued that I used to wear years ago. If I can find a picture of it on the internet, I will be inserting it for you. This was a limited collection from Bath and Body Works so many years ago. I cannot remember what year it was. This I wore for as many years as I could stock up on the products for, which was probably 2 or 3. And this was just the most delightful smell. Probably the most similar thing that's currently available that I know of would be like the strawberry body butter from the Body Shop. It smelled like that, and it smelled like vanilla or daiquiri. I don't know. I can't describe it, but it smelled so good. I miss that fragrance so much with every fiber of my being. It almost smelled like strawberry, vanilla, but also like cotton candy, at least on my chemistry. Those kinds of smells are what I always want. I have not gotten my hands on that in a very long time, and I would love to find something similar to it. So if you are familiar with that scent, or you think you have an idea of what I might like, I'm all for suggestions. I would love to find a new spring, summer, lighter fragrance. Leave me your suggestions. What are you currently loving right now, or what is your daily perfume right now? I would love to know. The fragrance consultant in me is always curious. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you would like to hear more about fragrance stuff, what am I saying? If you would like to hear more about my time working in fragrance and that sort of thing, or my time at Sephora, I will link those videos for you here if you are interested in watching those or just hearing more about me. I do have some chatty videos on this channel, so give those a gander if you are into that sort of thing. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Otherwise, I will see you in my next video. No harm done. It's okay if this wasn't your thing. Well, then again, if this wasn't your thing, you're probably not still here. I hope you're having a wonderful day or evening wherever you are. I hope you subscribe if you haven't already. I'd love to have you back here for 2 videos a week. You can be a part of them by leaving me your requests down below. Hope you keep dreaming. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!